It's not easy to win the lottery, but Herman and I feel like we have done it 3 times over. We have 2 wonderful son-in-laws, and now we have you. Finally, Elliot, you complete us. There is no more vacancies. We're done.
What I love the most about Elliot and Camila is their devotion to their families. They truly are in alignment on the importance of family and of including their families in their lives. I'm honored that they chose to have their wedding at Elliot's family home. Since December, Camila, Elliot, and I have worked together side by side for a common goal to ensure that their friends and families have a wonderful time celebrating their wedding. It has been my pleasure to be part of this.
And then where they're just with her, they're okay. They're totally, but they don't see him as often, so they like.
We want to thank everybody here today for making the journey here, near or far. You guys all mean so much to Camila and Elliot, and it's so lovely to see you all here and to have that moment in your life where our families reunite, and that's the most special part about today.
I've had the dubious pleasure to know Elliot for the last 28 years. My brother is a very dedicated, a very driven person. And Camila, you know what you've gotten yourself into here. But some of you may not know the gory details of my brother. So, my brother is an amazing person. He's the kind of guy who will show up at your door unannounced to run a marathon with you. Having done no practice ahead of time, he has not done any practice runs. He will run the marathon, and he will miss qualifying for Boston by 7 minutes and 20 seconds. Oh, no, it's just a little fly. Don't hurt it, it's fine.
Wow. Good afternoon, everybody. We've gathered here today in the love of friendship and family to celebrate the blending together of 2 lives and to honor commitment. Elliot Thompson and Camila Argueta come before you here today as 2, and they will leave united in marriage. Camila and Elliot's relationship and love began in beautiful San Diego, and over the next 9.5 years took them through many unforgettable moments.
The first time I heard Camila's name was at a parents' weekend in October of 2004 at USD, when kids would stop Elliot on campus and ask, "Where's Camila?" And I didn't know what. And when I asked Elliot about whom they were asking, he was slightly non-committal, but eventually I heard a bit more, and a bit more, and a bit more.
Being 5 years older than Camila sort of made me the second mom to her, and whether I was helpful or not is a bit questionable. At moments, I'm sure I enjoyed the quote-unquote responsibility a little much, but at times I also wished I could just be the triplet to my sisters who were just 18 months apart. While Camila was off for her freshman year at USD, I was settling in on the East Coast, missing a lot back on the West Coast. But my first memory of Elliot and Camila was picking Camila up from the airport. She was so good about visiting me, knowing I missed home. Before we could even make it out of the parking garage, she was getting texts, and she was like sorry, and she was trying to hide them because for whatever reason they kept coming through. And then she just blurts out and she's like, "I think I'm getting a poem from a guy." And that was literally probably how she said it. And that was the end of the story. This guy remained unnamed. But as I look back on it, I think my little sister was testing the waters, introducing the notion of a relationship to me.
What do you think? Does it fit? I think we'll keep it lucky man.
Elliot, as we stand here in front of our family and friends, I vow to love you until my very last breath. I promise to treat you with respect, kindness, and appreciation. I vow to stand beside you through the good times and bad, laugh and cry with you, and of course, enjoy each and every single day with you. I promise to watch the Mariners games patiently with you until they win the World Series. I've always had timelines, checklists, and Excel spreadsheets, but when I met you, I learned what it was like to dream. You helped me discover the adventurous side of me that I never knew I had. You continually pushed me to be a better version of myself. Elliot, you are my best friend, and I feel very lucky for every day we spend together.
Camila, it's been a long road that's led us to this point. That road started when we met outside of Camino Hall at the University of San Diego 10 years ago. If you told me during that faithful trolley ride down to Tijuana how much effort it would take to marry you, I would have been scared, really scared. It was a lot, but today that effort has been put forth, and I am the luckiest man on the planet. I can hear you. Hi, Mila. Love you.
Love you.
Today we start the next phase of our relationship, which will undoubtedly require new efforts and present new challenges. When these challenges arise, I vow to support you unconditionally. I vow to keep you safe in the face of danger. I vow to admit when I'm wrong, most of the time. I vow to listen and respect your opinion. And above all, I vow to love you with all my heart as long as we both may live.
Elliot, do you accept this ring as a symbol of Camila's love and trust, acceptance and respect, and promise to be faithful for as long as she lives? Do you promise to wear the shoes that Camila picks out for you? And do you promise to make her birthday week better than the last?
I do.
Can you slide? Camila, do you accept this ring as a symbol of Elliot's love and trust, acceptance and respect, and promise to be faithful to you for as long as he lives? Do you promise to support and comfort Elliot even when the manners lose?
I do.
It's got a lip. Hang on.
By the power vested in me in the state of Washington, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride. An honor to present to you for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Camila and Elliot Thompson.
I have so many memories with Els. When I look around, every spot on this property is saturated with memories. I mean, we've spent countless days here, whole days, literally sitting on that dock shooting off fireworks. You wouldn't think you could spend a whole day shooting off fireworks. We've done it at each other, everywhere. I mean, we've shot fireworks in the house. Don't tell Marty.
Well, I guess the thank yous already out there. So for everybody here, this type of support's amazing. My God, 6 words. Maybe I should focus on a couple of experiences I had with my daughter and Elliot. I remember once Camila was very young, and Tammy and I were having a difference of opinion, and like few of us have it. And then all I remember, she coming to me, and he was very young. I can't even remember if he was over 3 or 4 years old. And all I heard was, hold this. She basically showed me her hand and said, "Váyate, papi." Well, since a young age, she's been basically someone who has kept us, in line, if I can put it that way. She's been the ambassador. She's been anyone that if you ever had to find someone adult since you was 3, well, here we go. That's Camila.
Secretly, I've kind of known this day was coming about 9 years ago. I knew this was the beautiful beginning of a relationship, just even back then. And I'm so glad that I was able to witness and be able to meet you so early in this relationship. I'm so happy that you're now Camila's husband. I can finally call you my brother. Separately, you two are amazing, but together you guys complete each other.